Yo, look at this fool. It's a differential equation. This differential equation can be solved, and in this one, we're just going to find the general solution. As you can see, all of these, answers, they all have a C in their answer. When they have the constant in their answer, that means they are a general solution. They are not particular solutions. So here we go. Now these ones are special, these differential equations, because they are separable. And when they are separable, what you want to do is you want to get all the y terms, so I see all those y terms right there, on the same side. And then you want all the x terms, which would be these guys, the dx and x right here, on the same side. And sometimes we'll have scalars and other constants with them. But the only way you can actually separate differential equations is if you can do it using multiplication or division. So let's rewrite our sucker right here. That's the thing you got to get used to with differential equations, solving them, because there's only one way to separate the differential equations, and you do that by using addition or multiplication or division. Okay, so right here at first it doesn't look like you could separate them, but you can by taking out a y squared from this. And when you do that, let's see, this would be x squared, y squared. This is what you got. You get dy dx on the left side, and on the right side we have x squared over 8 plus 1, and then your y squared. Now there's only one of them on the outside. Now to get the dx to the other side, we just have to multiply both sides by dx. Then you have your dy on the left side all alone, but not for long, because we're going to divide both sides by y squared, so that you have all your y's on the left side. On the right side, we have x squared divided by 8 plus 1 multiplied by dx. Once you have all the y values and all the dx values on the same side, you integrate both sides. So on the left side, I'll rewrite this to say y to the negative 2 power. I have to add 1 to the negative 2 and then divide by my result. So I get y to the negative 1, and then I have to divide by negative 1, which makes the term into negative. Because it's an indefinite integral, we have to add a c, a constant. On the other side, let's see what we got here. This is a 1/8 with the x squared. So I'm going to write 1/8 right here, and then x to the 3rd power, and then I have to divide by 3, which is the same as multiplying by 1/3. So I'm going to multiply that 8 by a 3, which would be a 24, plus, then we have x, and then our c. Okay, so now we want to put all our c's on the same side, and we want to get y alone. So when I move this c over to the other side, it adds to this c and just makes a different c. So I'm going to write c sub 3. And then, let's see, I would have a negative 1 over y. So we don't have a negative exponent. On the other side, we see we got 1 over 24, x to the 3rd plus x plus c sub 3. To get the y out of the fraction, let's multiply both sides first by negative, so we can get rid of that negative. And then this c right here technically changes to another constant because we're multiplying it by a negative. But I'm just going to leave it as c sub 3 because it doesn't change anything. Okay, and then let's see, let's multiply both sides by y. So I'll multiply this side by y. So now I have 1 equals all this stuff times y, and then I would divide both sides by all that stuff so that it goes away on the right side. On the left side, we would have 1 over 24 minus x squared, or to the 3rd, and then minus x, and then plus c sub 3. Now, we can't have a fraction inside of a fraction, this guy right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both the top and the bottom by 24 so we don't have a fraction inside of a fraction. And so what we would get if we do that, we would get a negative x to the 3rd, and then minus 24 x, and then we get a new constant, c sub 4. Okay, I guess I should just move that over because I wrote that y there. And then on the top, I'm going to get my 24. And there you go. There's our answer right here. Okay, what they did right there is they're not calling the constant c sub 4. And what they did is they took out the negative from both of these guys. And if I take the negative out of this, that's the same as putting the negative right there in front of the whole fraction.